Okay?
That's fine.
You sure? Because we
It's
can...
fine.
Okay.
Oh, Ted, please don't try so hard, okay? I should be the one doing things for you.
Why?
What happened? Look, I know you were disappointed with us making love.
Honey, that is not true at all.
Please don't lie to cover it up, okay? Just make it worse. Because I didn't like it either.
Okay. So maybe it wasn't perfect. But you know, I love being with you. And it meant a lot to me to know that you cared being with me. I mean, sometimes that can be enough.
Can you not talk about it, okay? How did you get here? Who let you through the house?
I didn't come through the house. I came through the Lockridge property. I saw you sitting out here reading, and I wanted to give you these. Flowers. They're meant as a kind of a peace offering, just in case you still doubt my sincerity.
Jeffrey, we agreed that I was going to have to decide for myself if I would trust you again.
I know that, and I did. I waited, but I didn't hear from you, so I suddenly thought, flowers. Flowers is what will do the trick here.
It's not that simple, Jeffrey.
Oh, come on, Kelly, it could be. Now, people are the ones who complicate things.
I'll admit that it wasn't all your fault. Yeah, you know, I conjured up this picture of you, of some knight in shining armor. And the fact is, most everything you ever said to me was a lie. A lie that needed correcting. And then that needed correcting, and then the other one...
I never lied to you about my feelings.
Seems like a very small claim to integrity, even if it's true.
Just a minute, I'm coming. I'll let the deadbolt on. I'll be right there.
What's the matter? Why so many locks?
Oh, I just get scared. When I'm here alone, I'm very paranoid. I'm afraid something might happen. But now that you're here to protect me, I know I don't have anything to worry about anymore.
Maybe a salad would be good.
I don't care.
I thought you said you were hungry.
I am not as interested in food as I am interested in getting this whole situation fixed.
Ted.
I mean, the important thing is here that I want you to hear me out here. Is that you understand that I am willing to wait. Okay? Until you feel like you're ready. I mean, I told you that before. I mean, as long as you need, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind that.
You're sweet. I just don't want to talk about it.
Excuse me, Mr. Catwell?
Hey, Will. Hi, good to see you.
You too.
I'd like you to meet my wife. Haley, this is Will Morton. He's Jake's father.
Jake's father?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's going to be working with me at the Abernathy Stables.
Yeah, I just stopped by to check with you and see if that job offer was still good.
Oh, yeah, I meant it. I'm really excited about having you, you know, as an experienced horse trainer here.
Well, Jake's mentioned you to me. I didn't realize you knew anything about horses. I thought you worked on oil rigs.
Yeah, well, I've done that too, Mrs. Catwell, but, well, horses are my first love. As a matter of fact, I taught Jake everything he knows about them.
Really?
Yeah. And I really appreciate the chance that you're giving me to get back into something I really love. And I promise you, I'll do a good job for you.
I know you will.
As a matter of fact, I was on my way up to Abernathy's right now. I just stopped by, well, it's a little embarrassing. Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if you could advance me $10. I'm a little short of cash right now, and I need the money for gas. My tank's running pretty well on empty right now.
No problem.
Hey, Jeb, what are you doing here?
Jake, I just stopped by.
Oh, I stopped by to panhandle? Look, you know, you don't have any right to come in here where I work and hit on the customers for money.
Jake, I wasn't.
Wait a second here. I just hired your dad, Jake, to work with me at the stables.
At Abernathy's?
That's right.
Yeah, well, if you did, it's the biggest mistake you ever made.
Thank you very much for your vote of confidence.
Look, Jake, I didn't know your father was really into horses.
No, he's not into horses. He's into drinking. I thought you were going to quit it.
This is family business, and it shouldn't be discussed in front of complete strangers. No offense, Mr. and Mrs. Capwell, but I'm sure that you have private things that you don't go talking about in public places in front of people.
Of course.
As regards that other problem, for your information, I've got it completely under control. And just you wait and see.
I'm going to do a real good job for you. You won't have any trouble with me at all.
I know you won't.
Thanks for the advance, Jake. Mrs. Capel, nice meeting you. Jake.
Now, what is your problem?
He is. And now he's going to be yours unless you wise up. He's not going to stop drinking. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but I just frustrate him because he has so much potential.
Well, he's sober now. You know, I would think you, of all people, would give this man, your father, a second chance.
I just hope that every time it happens, you're not going to be sorry.
Such a nice surprise, you showing up like this. I thought you'd be working at the lab till all hours.
Well, I'd intended to, but finally I had to get away from the phone. Lionel Lockridge kept calling me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, he wants me to give him the antidote for Caroline's illness. And I won't. I mean, I just can't until the serum is absolutely tested perfectly. He won't take no for an answer.
Well, he's a very persistent man. Like C.C. Capwell, he's used to getting what he wants.
He won't get it this time. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No. No, I told you how glad I was to see you, and you know you're always welcome
When
here.
I was opening that door, I thought that I heard voices here.
Voices?
Mm-hmm.
No. It could have been the radio.
What radio?
I don't know. Or the people next door. The walls in this place are so thin. I was about to take a walk. It's such a beautiful day. Would you like to join me?
No, I'd like to stay. I have more romantic things in mind for us.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nicky, you're so amorous today.
Oh, Freddie, oh no. Wait a minute, not now. You wait right there. I was thinking about you all day.
What were you thinking?
How wonderful it would be with you here tonight. Let's make tonight a night we'll never forget.
You know, I don't understand how you can just turn your feelings on and off like you do. I mean, one day you profess everlasting love for me, the next you're not even willing to give me the benefit of the doubt.
You know, I don't think you're in any position to criticize someone for being changeable. Jeffrey, you're the most evasive, secretive, devious man I've ever known. You come on with this charm just when I think I've met the man of my dreams, and then you blow it with something.
What? What did I do? How did I blow it?
You lied to me one too many times, that's what, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to take it anymore.
Kelly, if my going into competition with your father is all it takes to destroy what we have found...
Is that what you call it? Dr. Nicholas took my father in, Jeffrey, just like he did everybody else. Made him spend millions of dollars on this pharmaceutical company. It's our employer, yours and mine.
You really thought that I was the man of your dreams?
It was a figure of speech, Jeffrey. You know, thank you very much for the flowers. I wish you hadn't come. I'd like you to leave, please.
Oh, come on, Kelly. We're civilized people. Now, why is it so impossible for us to work this out?
Because I don't feel civilized right now. I feel hurt, Jeffrey. Will you just go? Will you leave? Just go.
Yes, me. I think you're pretty unfeeling towards your own father.
Well, I didn't ask you.
Hey, wait, Ted, look, I think he knows his father better than we do, okay?
Yeah, you're right, I do. Sure, he's a decent guy when he's sober, but he can't stay sober. And, you know, I'm just telling you this because I want to save you some trouble down the road.
I don't need you to save me from anything.
Ted, I know you're trying to help Mr. Morton, but I think maybe you should check his references first, you know, before you hire him for sure.
No, you know, I think I know what the problem is here. I've got Jake's old job, and I'm doing the hiring now. He does not like the idea of someone working underneath the Capwell.
Look, Ted. Ted! I had no business butting in like that.
No, he said you did it. He just doesn't like to be told what to do. You should know that. You've worked with him.
Yeah. At least he and my father have something in common anyway. They're both going to learn their lessons the hard way.
Jake, your father is really trying to make a start at this. Why are you so hard on him?
If I am, it's because I had to, if I wanted to survive.
I don't say this to alarm you, but you should know that this mysterious virus that Caroline has could be fatal.
Then why aren't I sick? Why not me?
We don't know enough about it yet to know what does or doesn't constitute a risk factor in an infected individual. Obviously, the two of you reacted quite differently.
Doctor, are you trying to tell me that there is no medication that can control this virus?
We've tried the usual wide-spectrum drugs.
What about Dr. Nicholas? The serum that he's working on. Have you talked to him?
Well, obviously, the medical community is aware of it, but it's still in the development stages. It hasn't even been tested on human beings yet. It's a very long way from getting approval.
What you're telling me is that you don't have any hope at all.
Certainly, I have hope that you'll recover. You did. But I just don't want to hold out any false hopes. There are grave risks. Lionel, you said you wanted an honest evaluation.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll do everything we can in the way of medication to make her comfortable.
Yeah, I know you will. I guess I'll get a second opinion.
Please, get as many as you like.
This should help with the nausea, Mrs. Wilson.
You make me black and blue with all these shots.
It's no fun, is it? I'll look in a little while.
Thank you.
Hi. Can I see her?
Her temperature's up, so don't stay too long.
I found out from Laken you'd been brought here. When I left, you were asleep. What happened?
Well, I thought I was maybe feeling a little bit better, so I went downstairs. Too soon, I guess. I felt faint. The next thing I knew, I was here.
I'm sorry.
It's my own fault for overdoing it. Flowers are nice, thank you.
How are you?
Tired of being sick. Tired of having my arms poked full of holes with needles. I'm tired of nobody knowing what's wrong with me. I'm just plain tired.
I've looked everywhere for Dr. Nicholas. He's just nowhere to be found, but I'm going to track him down.
No, if he said no.
No, I'm gonna find him. Hey, I'll bet you the reason he's not giving it to you is because he wants to just make a big media event of the whole thing.
No, I don't think that's true. I mean, if the serum were ready, I think he would give it to me or let me take it. I just wish I could lick this thing, whatever it is, by myself.
You're gonna lick it. You don't have to do it by yourself, because I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna have a sleeping bag here and stay here all night if necessary. I'll be right here, keeping an eye on you.
I won't get a wink of sleep in and out of this room 100 times a day.
I don't want to sleep. I just want to watch you.
No, there's something else that's worrying me.
What's that?
The way Laken feels about me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. I thought maybe she'd said something to you about it.
Wait a minute. Tell me. I want to know what you mean about Laken. Tell me everything you mean.
No, don't. I'll get all mussed.
I love it when you must.
Why don't I fix you a drink first, or make you something to nibble on?
I have found something to nibble on. Gina. Why don't we go to the bedroom?
No.
Oh, Gina, ow! My back.
I'm sorry.
No. I love it. I love it when you squeeze me like that. But it's a little hard on the sacroiliac, okay?
Yeah. On second thought, let's two go to the bedroom.
Yeah?
Yes, I can do my famous Japanese foot massage.
You know how to do that, too?
Well, I have a girlfriend that studied to be a geisha.
Studied?
Oh, yes, it's not a very exact science, no test tubes or anything, but it can be quite wonderful. Well, let me show you into my lab.
What about him?
Him who?
The cat. Don't you need to put him out?
Oh, Yes, I'll take care of that. Why don't you go in upstairs to the bedroom and pick out your clothes, and I'll get the special geisha formula cream.
Oh, Gina! Geisha formula cream, yeah. Right.
But Laken's feeling is understandable. She thinks I came between you and Augusta, and that's enough to make anyone resentful.
But that is ridiculous. Laken knows better than that.
Well, intellectually she might, but emotionally she can't help blaming me. It's hard for a girl to see another woman taking her mother's place.
You know something? I don't understand young people these days. I go away for months, come back, and they criticize things because they aren't the same.
Yeah, they want things the way they were.
It's so unlike Laken, though. She is always so compassionate, accepting.
She wasn't being malicious, Lionel. This hurt.
But the divorce was Augusta's choice, not mine. I mean, I know it was upsetting to her.
What she said was that if I hadn't come along, you two might patch things up.
Oh, that is a fantasy. I'm just going to have to sit down and have a talk with her again.
Well, when you do, don't tell her that I said anything to you. I mean, the last thing I want is to come between you and Laken. If I really believed I was doing that, I'd rather simply go away and...
Hey, you're not going anywhere. And nothing is coming between us. Laken is not a child anymore. She is an adult young woman. And she's going to have to get used to this relationship. Make a life of her own someplace. And if she can't deal with it, well, that is not our problem, it's hers, see? Talking about in sickness and in health. In you, I have found love again.
I'd like to report an assault. There's a woman in this building being attacked by a male in her apartment. Yes!
Fair damsel, I have come to pledge my troth. If you do not accept my suit, I shall throw myself upon my lance, or possibly my sword. Either way, I shall die with your name upon my lips.
Are you crazy?
Yes, crazy with love for the fair Kelly, and crazy at the thought that I may be forever banished from the sunshine of her smile.
I can't believe it's happening.
But it happened when I first set eyes on you. Now my heart is forever branded by your love.
I think you have a little Stevie Wonder in King Arthur's court. Let me see your face, fair knight.
Oh, thanks for asking. Whoa. It's getting hot in there.
Well, Sir Jeffrey.
So, shows you what a man will do for love, eh?
Yeah, it sure does. I'm impressed. You dazzle me with all this splendor you do.
Well, now, that was the general idea.
Now we have Galahad and Lancelot rolled into one, is that it? Slayer of the dragons, defender of the fair maidens, his breastplate gleaming, his gauntlets flexed.
Oh, actually, we don't flex our gauntlets that much, no.
Come closer, gallant knight.
Happily. Closer. And ever closer.
But never close enough. I think it's about time that we both come back down to earth, don't you? Hello? Ted?
Hello there, young lady. Will Morton at your service.
Hi. Looking for Ted Capwell. I was going to talk to him about stabling my horse here.
Oh, well, he ain't here at the moment, but I'll be glad to show you around the premises.
Do you think you should be smoking in here?
I know my job, young lady. I work here.
Well, it just seems like it might be a little dangerous.
Don't tell me what's safe and what isn't. I've been working around stables and horses since before you were born. Ah! Oh, darn it. Well, I didn't really feel like smoking it anyway.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I came to talk to you about stabling my horses, but Mr. Morgan said you were here.
Yeah, well, I didn't think you were.
I just told you I was out exercising mountebank. What, did you finish up milking the south barn?
No, not quite, but just about.
All right, well, you better get on that. I need that finished before you take off.
Very well, sir. Yeah, right away.
Oh, how does it feel to be the new stable boss?
Good, yeah, it feels pretty good.
I think it's wonderful. I know how you always loved your horses.
Yeah.
So why didn't you take over your father's stable?
Well, I don't know. You know, kind of how it is working with the family. Here I get a lot more independence, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, eventually I want to get my own string of polo ponies, and here I'm getting the good experience, and Mr. Abernathy is, like, gold with me. He's really
yeah? Great.
So what's this about your horse?
Yeah, I was thinking of stabling him here and having you take care of him, if there's enough room.
No, that would work out fine. I'd probably have to check up with Mr. Abernathy. Make sure there's no problem. That's it.
Yeah.
Mr. Abernathy, what's up?
Can you explain to me what in the Sam Hill Will Morton is doing on my premises? Now, I fired that rummy 15 years ago because he damn near burned down my stables. Now, he's out there trying to do the same thing again. I just caught him out there trying to light a pipe. He says you hired him.
Yes, sir, I did.
Well, the man is incompetent. And he's a drunk to boot.
Now, I know he's been drinking in the past, but he's well, I've given him another chance. I mean, he's given me his word he'd stop drinking. I thought maybe...
His word? Don't you know the word of a drunk can't be trusted? I mean, if you'd asked me, I could have helped you with this thing and saved us both a lot of trouble. Well, next time you check with me before you hire anyone.
Yes, sir.
And since you hired him, you can fire him. I don't want to see that man around here again.
Freeze right there. Get your hands up.
What? Hey, look, you guys got this wrong.
You heard him. Freeze.
Obviously,
Hands up.
Obviously, you don't know who I am.
I said get your hands up.
I am the one that registered the complaint, you imbeciles. I'm the district attorney.
Right, and I'm Nancy Reagan. Now get your hands up.
When I'm through with you, you're going to be walking the beat in Death Valley.
Just shut up. What have you done with Gina Capwell?
Well, listen, I'd like to tell you, but I think your parents...
He's not going to tell you anything. Just read him his rights.
I know my rights, doggone it. I'm the district attorney. I'm the one that called you guys.
What's going on here? Well, we got a call and said there was some kind of assault in progress going on here, and we busted in and found this guy apparently trying to go through the window.
Keith Timmons?
Is that who he is?
No. You don't recognize your own district attorney?
You do.
Jeffrey, come on.
Wait, I'm stuck. Wait, Kelly, it's not funny. I'm stuck, really.
Jeffrey,
Kelly, will you stop laughing?
All right.
Help me out of this.
Hang on a second. I thought you cured that claustrophobia habit of yours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, if you help me get out of this damn contraption.
How?
Well, just try pulling at different things.
Jeffrey, it's not moving.
No, it has to, and it took me 10 minutes to get into this thing.
Well, you better try and figure out how to do this, because I sure can't. I don't know. What, are we going to get Rose to come down here with a big can opener or something?
Wait, can we be serious here for a minute,
Jeffrey,
please?
I am serious. The only way I know how to get out of this thing
is maybe tin shears or something. Now, who has some tin shears?
No. Forget about the tin shears. Not with me inside of this thing.
Listen, your choices are very limited, right? Ruben's got some.
What, the gardener?
Yes, he's got to have metal cutters. Come on, let's try. Come on, Mr. Tinman. Let's get this.
I wish you weren't getting quite so much pleasure out of all of this.
I thought you did this to please me.
Yeah, well, I did, but I didn't intend to make a fool of myself. I thought I was cutting sort of a romantic figure, you know?
Well, you were. Unfortunately, now we have to cut you out of it. What?
You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Ted. Mr. Abernathy was mad at him, not you. Personally, I think that it was very sweet of you to try to help out that poor old man.
I'm not too bright, apparently. Man, Jake warned me, you know? I should have just listened to him. The truth of the matter is if Mr. Abernathy did not catch Will in time, it would have caught the whole barn on fire, which would have been my responsibility.
But he didn't. So don't worry about it. I think it was really wonderful of you to give him a chance like that. Where would any of us have been if no one had given us a second chance?
Did you ever need a second chance?
I'm talking about the principle of the thing.
Well, thank you. You're probably the only person that's really supporting me on this. I gotta go, though.
Oh, don't rush off. Let me fix you something.
No.
What are you drinking?
I'm not drinking anything. I mean, I'm late. Haley's probably waiting for me.
You've really become the model husband, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess I have. I like to think I've grown up a little bit in the last year.
You have grown up. Notice you've gotten taller. Your shoulders are broader.
Oh, come on.
Something nice is happening in your face. Oh, hi. I didn't know you were coming home so early.
Hi, Ted. Listen, I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you mind if I have a private conversation with Laken?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just leaving, actually. We'll talk to you later about the horse.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't you think you were a little rude to him just now?
Rude? You mean as rude as you were to Caroline?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The conversation that you had before she went to the hospital.
Oh, I might have known she'd go running to you.
She didn't go running to me, but she is upset.
Well, whatever she said to you, I can promise you it is not as bad as it sounds.
You know something? I don't understand you, Laken. I don't feel I know you in some way. Now, you had no justification whatsoever for saying what you said to Caroline. Because Caroline had nothing to do with your mother leaving me. Caroline wasn't even on the scene then.
You fell for her on the rebound.
That's not true. Laken, I was lonely. I was miserable. And then I met Caroline. Now, you had no idea what your mother's walking out on me did to me. But I met Caroline after that.
You fell into her trap, you mean?
Why do you persist on this? I just love Caroline. She put purpose and meaning back in my life, all right?
Oh, Daddy, please, why don't you just stop dressing it up for me? Why don't you just say it what it is? You're a man with normal appetites, and Caroline is exactly the type of woman that you wanted.
Do you know something? I have never lifted a hand to you in my life, and I'm about as close to it as I've ever been. Boy, did you ask my permission when you wanted to marry that ski instructor? No. Well, why do I need your approval now?
You don't! But don't expect me to like her, to treat her like a pal, or to call her mother.
I don't! I just want you to treat her with civility. If you sat down with her for 5 minutes, who knows, you might even get to like her.
No. Just something I could sense.
Yeah? Well, if Caroline pulls through this, she's going to become a permanent part of my life. This house is going to be hers as well as yours.
I see. Mm-hmm. No matter what I say about it, no matter what I feel about it.
Laken, honey, all your life I've cared about your happiness. I have a right to some, too. I've earned it. I insist on it.
I'm not surprised. You know, you're just as selfish as Mother always said you were.
I already said I'm sorry. After that, I don't know what to say. I'd like to make this up to you somehow.
It's all right. You don't have to say anything. Just leave.
Yeah, of course.
How did he get in here?
I think that's my fault. I left the door unlocked.
Why?
Keith was supposed to drop off some papers.
Oh, in his excitement, he must have forgotten to do that. I don't see papers here. Do you see any papers here?
No, no papers. Well, he must have left them in his pocket. He was so embarrassed.
So he heard noises in the bedroom, and then he phoned the police. That's very odd behavior.
Let me make you a drink. Maybe it'll calm us both down.
No, I don't need to be calmed down. I need to finish what we started upstairs.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, my feet, they are really hurting me.
What I have in mind doesn't require you to be on your feet.
Nicky, you're so naughty.
Yes.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
What's
gosh,
the matter?
My back.
What?
It went out. It has happened before.
How could that happen when you were the one who was walking on my bag?
I know, but if you're very proficient at it, and it's quite an art, it's really taxing. And
Oh, well,
so
here,
much.
let me massage it out
no,
for you.
No, that makes it hurt even worse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The pain shoots right at my
You know,
spinal
you
cord.
need a doctor. We have to get you
You're
to
a doctor. I need a pill. I have a pill for this particular thing, and then I'll just go and I'll lay in the hot tub for a couple of hours. I'm awfully sorry about this. Let me make it up to you some other time. I hate to disappoint you.
Trust me, you haven't.
For pity's sake, will you watch what you're doing?
Stop being nervous. You're making me nervous. Now, hang on a second. This is a very crucial part.
Yeah, you bloody well
Ready?
better believe it.
See? Look at that. Now, who's clever now? Let's not make a habit of getting into these things.
Well, don't worry. From now on, chivalry is dead as far as I'm concerned. Was a good idea, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a wonderful idea. And I'll never forget it as long as I live.
So it wasn't a total loss, then?
Well, I think stories of knights, they generally end with, they lived happily ever after, don't they? I wish ours could end that way.
Yeah. So do I.
You have to promise me. Promise me you won't ever let anything like that happen again, Jeffrey. And you'll be completely honest with me.
Completely. I swear.
Oh, look, I promise I'll make this up to you as soon as my back's better. Oh, it could be as soon as tomorrow night.
That soon?
Yet my chiropractor knows exactly what to do. I just hope you're not too cross with me.
Don't worry about me. Good night, Gina.
That's my Nicky.
I know I did it to myself again.
Taking him to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Try to take someone to something like that. They gotta want to do that on their own. I mean, yeah, I brought her to a couple of meetings, and he goes, I'm not a joiner. And I don't understand that, not a joiner. I mean, what do you do? I mean, I tried to explain to Ted that, I just didn't do a good job of that.
You know, Ted is really trying to help, Jake.
I mean to sound ungrateful, but I don't think he is. He's handing out favors to me and to my father. It just doesn't work. The only help that's worth anything is when you give it to yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm learning that.
And you see, I told you that you and I were two of a kind.
Glad to see you didn't get arrested.
Excuse me. What can I get for you, sir?
A white wine cooler. What's so funny?
Nothing.
It's not white wine.
Not a clue. Nothing. Nothing.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
You wouldn't want to know.
Oh, but I do. I do want to know. Whenever someone finds my behavior funny, it interests me because, I mean, even if it is someone that's had a little too much to drink.
I never have a little too much. I always have a little or too much. I'm a man of extremes. Where were we?
We were talking about how funny it was that I seemed...
Oh, how funny! What was funny? I find it seems to me humorous that a man who's been rejected by a certain woman would drown his sorrows in a white wine cooler.
Is that what you think I'm doing? You think I'm drowning my sorrows?
You ain't here to catch up on your reading.
Here you are.
Bartender,
Thank you.
could you get this man a real drink? Bourbon or scotch? You ever had a kamikaze?
No.
Kamikaze.
Right.
Now, the white wine cooler is just fine. Thank you. So, you think Gina's gotten to me, huh?
Of course she has. I mean, any man who sees her is changed dramatically. She's like Medusa. One look at you and you turn into a white wine cooler junkie.
Now, obviously, you care for the woman a lot. Your behavior tonight certainly led you to extremes.
I'm trying to forget about tonight, if you don't mind.
No, but I do mind. Because Gina and I have a wonderful relationship. It is a mutually satisfying relationship. I don't want anything to harm that.
Neither would Gina. It would be a blow to her, financially.
Are you implying that...
I am beyond implications with you, Herr Doctor. If you'll excuse me.
Kate.
Nick.
It has been my experience with women that when you lose one, the best cure would be, well, just to go find another one.
Oh, get back in the saddle.
So to speak.
You want me to stay away from her?
No, Gina wants you to stay away from her.
Are feeling all right?
Yes, I'm feeling fine.
I mean, from here you feel like you're burning up.
No, don't be ridiculous.
I think I can cure this.
Really?
Right, with a white wine cooler. I hate bad words.
You know, I didn't realize Ted had such long arms. Are you sure you won't mind?
I'm positive you won't mind.
Sir, how do I look?
Well, a night to a commoner in just a half an hour.
Oh, and which one do you like best?
Well, this one's easier to get at.
I tell you what, I'll take the horse and what's left of the armor back, get my clothes, bring Ted's back here, and after that, everything's ours.
I want to go with you.
Well, I'm not going to be long.
You think I'm going to leave you alone and you are a knight without armor? You're not safe anymore.
I tell you what, you come along and defend me then. Huh?
All right. Hello? When? Yeah. All right. Okay, bye.
What's wrong?
It was Julia. She, Cruz is going to go back up to Utah to the mountains and say goodbye to Eden. I just wonder if...
What, you want to go with him?
I really feel like I need to, Jeffrey.
It's okay, you go, babe. You go. It's all right.
I don't want to leave you here.
Listen,
we had
listen.
this whole...
If it's something you feel you have to do, then go ahead. Now, it's only going to be for a little while, and you'll come back, and we'll be together. Happily ever after, right?
Promise?
Night's on up.
Okay.
Right now, you're coming home with me.
Tom Brokaw, the long journey home for the dead of the USS Stark ends as the 37 crewmen killed in an Iraqi missile attack are laid to rest at a memorial service attended by President and Mrs. Reagan near Jacksonville, Florida. Questions about the ship's defensive systems and readiness persist. Why couldn't the Stark defend itself? We'll have a complete report tonight on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.